Okay, so we're moving on to example 3, but before that, I wanted to go over initial side and terminal side again. Okay, so an angle is formed by rotating a ray about its endpoint. Okay, the starting position of the ray is the initial side, and the final position of the ray that forms this angle is the terminal side. Okay, so let's take a look at the 4 quadrants. So let's say that the angle that we're given is this angle right here, right? So this is the initial side, and then where the angle ends, right? The other ray, basically, would be the terminal side. Okay, so, and then same for all of these, right? So this is right here, this angle theta is in the second quadrant. So here we have the initial side would be the x-axis, and then where it ends, right here, this ray, the ending ray, is the terminal side. Okay, that's true for all of them. So now this reference angle, which is theta prime, is used as the acute angle formed by the terminal side and the horizontal axis. So for example, over here, theta is going to be the same as the reference angle, theta prime, right? Because according to definition, it's the acute angle, right? This would be an obtuse angle. It's the acute angle formed by the terminal side, which is this one, and the horizontal axis, right? So it's actually the same degrees, the same theta. Over here, let's see what happens. So if this is theta, what would be the reference angle? The reference angle would be the acute angle, which is this one, formed between the terminal side, right, the ending ray of the angle, and the horizontal axis. So that would be this angle right here, theta prime. How can we get it? Well, as you can see, it would be 180 degrees, which is the whole line, minus this theta. Okay, if you have radians, it would be pi minus the theta. Over here, if we were in the third quadrant, which I would have all of these written down, eventually you get the hang of it, you just need to know the definition, and then of course how to get that angle that you're looking for. So over here, if this is our theta, it's going all the way to the third quadrant, and this is our terminal ray. Remember that in the previous example, we were going over finding a point on that ray, then using the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the radius, and then doing the trig functions and all that. Okay, so this terminal side is definitely useful. And so what would be the acute angle formed, theta prime, between the terminal side, which is this ray, and the horizontal axis? Well, it would be right here. So how would you get that? Okay, well, it would be theta minus 180. Okay, so theta is all this, take away 180, which is these two portions, right, the line, and you're just going to be left with this angle. Again, you could also do it in radians. And last but not least, fourth quadrant. Let's say the angle is in the fourth quadrant, so it's a big angle all the way up to here. Okay, what would be the acute angle, the acute reference angle that is formed between the terminal side and the x-axis? That would be this theta prime. How do we get that? Well, it would be 360 degrees, which is everything, minus theta, and that's of course going to leave us with the missing portion. Remember that a circle is 360 degrees, so as you can see, if you were to complete the entire revolution, it would be 360. So it's going to be 360, which is the whole revolution, minus the theta, which is this part, is going to give you the remaining portion, theta prime. Okay, so that's useful. Have it, take a picture of it, pause the video, write it in your notes. This will not be given to you. This is something that you, as we continue to practice, you'll get the hang of, and you say, okay, I just need to find the acute angle between the terminal side and the horizontal axis. How can I do that? Okay, so once you're ready, we're gonna move on.